Hey, hello, leaders. This is Paul Grau Jr., and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. Hey, today I want to talk about it was kind of a lesson that I learned at home here. You see, I have two raccoons still. We're probably fixing to get rid of them pretty soon because they are just wrecking havoc. But they scratch. I mean, they play hard. They're just playing. They're like cats that don't know when to quit. All right. Um, but their claws are like just talons, right? So when they get playing hard, they'll scratch us pretty good. And we've even got leather gloves that go all the way up to our elbows that we'll put on and play with them. But they don't know. Even when you say don't bite or don't scratch, it's they play bite, they play scratch. Well, the other day I had this this bad scratch on my one finger, and you know, it didn't seem that bad, and I rinsed it out with peroxide and put some Neosporin on it. And the next day, I went and looked at that, and man, don't you know, everything that I touched or did seemed to touch that finger. And it was really, really eh, painful. I mean, it hurt. It was a deep scratch. And, you know, so I would take off the Band-Aid and put some more Neosporin on it. And I'd be like, all right, I'm not going to touch anything with that finger for the next, you know, couple hours. I'm going to let it just kind of take its course. Well, don't you know, 5 minutes after I say that I'm not going to touch anything with it, I touch something with it. Or I grab a hold of something and it's like, oh, or I go to wash my hands and it's like, oh man, I can't keep the Neosporin on this. And everything I do involves that one little finger that I never thought I used as much as I used. But, it just makes me think that every part of our body is important. Every part. And as a leader, our team's the same way. Every part of our team is important. And if you don't think somebody's important, just go without them for a day or a couple hours. If you don't think somebody's important in your office, test yourself. See if you can make it without them. Because chances are we all have a specific job to do and we all have responsibilities to carry out. And when that one person's not there to do that, has to pick up the slack. So, you know, it's funny because a lot of times we don't think that way. A lot of times when our people aren't performing up to standard, we might think, it's better off without them. But then we lose that person and it's like, holy cow, they did a lot more than we thought they did. Or sometimes, we might say, well, yeah, they were slowing us down and we're getting more made without them. But most of the time, everybody on your team is important. And everybody on your team has a specific role to play. And just like we need to appreciate every part of our body, every finger, everything, our knuckles, our hands, our arms, our toes. I mean, I've broken toes before, and it is amazing how painful it is to work or walk with a broken toe. And if you tape it to the other one, you're like, man, I never realized how often I use these toes. So I'm here just to kind of say today that we need to be appreciative of every part of our body, every part of our team. And we need to utilize them and take them for what they're worth and just, realize that they are all there for a reason. And it's up to us as leaders to bring out the best in them, to get the very best out of our people. And that takes learning how to motivate them, learning how to take care of them. I mean, there's a lot of, people out there on the disc that are DCs and they're primarily task focused. That doesn't mean that you should just accept that and use that as an excuse not to build your people relationship skills. Because when it comes right down to it, without our people, we're not going to get anything done. So we need everybody. So, and if you kind of doubt me on this, man, just the next time you hurt a finger or bruise something on yourself anywhere, just think about all the times that you utilize that part of your body throughout the day and how miserable it is without it. So that's it for today. Coming back tomorrow because I am going to continue this because one thing I didn't address is I'm going to talk about how, if we lose a part of our body, we become handicapped. And sometimes we can't get that back. And there's a lot of handicapped people working for us that have overcome this. And we're going to talk about how amazing they are, but also how they learn to overcome that and deal with it. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges. We'll see you.